Belly fat is one thing we can all relate to having at some point or another. It's one of those things that's very easy to have, but super difficult to get rid of. It seems like no matter what diet you try, which exercises you perform, or how much cardio you do, it's impossible to get rid of this stubborn belly fat. Well, it's a good thing you clicked on this video, since today I'm gonna cover how to get rid of this stubborn belly fat so that you can get a six-pack just in time for the summer. Before diving into how to lose belly fat, I want to answer the question, is it even possible to specifically lose belly fat? This seems to be a common question people ask when they're trying to lose weight. Which exercises target the abs? How can I lose belly fat? Does doing crunches build you a six-pack? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but spot reduction is a myth. This means that you can't lose fat specifically in one body part. So there's no such thing as targeting the abs when you're losing fat. The reality is, certain areas of your body are gonna lose fat more easily, so this is largely determined by genetics. This means that some people might have an easier time getting abs versus others who just have more stubborn belly fat there. And when I describe stubborn belly fat, all I'm referring to is you're gonna have to get leaner for that belly fat to go away. Let's say you're currently 30% body fat and then you lose 5% body fat and get down to 25%. You actually might not see any progress in your abs or midsection, since let's say in this example, you lost all your body fat percentage from your legs. This means that between 25 and 30% body fat, while you are leaner, your abs won't show anymore. So this is just one thing to keep in mind when you're losing weight and you feel like you're not making any progress. Especially with the abs in more stubborn areas, it usually requires more of a long-term plan. So for me, I don't see any progress losing belly fat until I'm sub 18% body fat. So anything above that, no matter how much weight I lose, let's say from 30% down to 19%, my stomach will stay more or less the same. So this is just something to keep in mind when you're dieting for yourself. If you feel like you're dieting and you're just not seeing any progress in your abs and you're actually losing fat, it's probably a situation where you just haven't tapped into your, body fat storages for your abs. So just be patient, since once you start losing fat there, typically a lot of progress comes, and each day you lose fat from your stomach, you're gonna be able to see it in the mirror. So now that we've established it's not possible to spot reduce and specifically target that stubborn belly fat, what exactly does it take to lose belly fat? The bottom line is you just need to be lean enough. What this means is you gotta diet until the point where your body starts pulling fat from your abs. So for some people, this might be 18%, such as myself. Others, it might be higher, such as 25%. And then for the unfortunate ones, it's gonna be lower. Like you might need to get to 10 to 12% before you start seeing your belly fat go away. At the end of the day, it's all about calories in versus calories out. So in order to lose weight, you need your calories in to be less than your calories out. Plain and simple, this just means that your caloric input, or what you eat and drink, need to be less than your caloric output. So pretty much the calories it takes for your body to survive, along with the calories you burn on a day-to-day basis. So in terms of tips on how to really satisfy this calories in is less than calories out equation, the first tip I'm gonna give is utilize time restricted eating, also known as intermittent fasting. By restricting the window you eat in, it's not necessarily gonna help you speed up your metabolism. That's absolutely a myth. However, I find that if you just limit how many hours you eat in, it's actually harder to eat more, since in one sitting, you might only be able to eat like a certain amount of calories and then you'll be full for the next few hours. Let's say you just only eat in a 6-hour window. To overeat, it's a lot harder than if you're eating in, let's say, a 12-hour window. Even for myself, I was able to lose weight effortlessly by not tracking a single calorie, just by skipping breakfast and then eating less meals because of time restricted eating. Tip number 2 is daily walks. So whenever I diet, I try to aim for at least 10,000 steps per day. And just like with lifting, where you want to implement progressive overload, you can do the same thing with walking, where you progressively take more steps every day. So let's say week 1, you walk 10,000 steps per day. Week 2, you walk 10,500 steps per day. Week 3, you walk 11,000 steps per day. If you keep progressing like this, you're gonna keep losing weight, since your metabolism does adapt as you get leaner, just by the fact that you have less mass, so requires less calories for you to survive and just like function. By moving around more, you kind of offset this adaptation so that you continue losing weight over the entire course of the diet. Tip number 3 is weightlifting. You actually burn more calories if you have more muscle. So we know that muscle burns more calories than fat, but more importantly, by weightlifting, you improve your body composition so that if you have the same amount of fat, with all else being equal, if you have more muscle, it's just gonna look better. And you're gonna give off the illusion that you have less belly fat. And to add on top of that, if you start adding resistance training into your ab routine, you're gonna build your ab muscles so that you can actually see them at a higher body fat percentage. Just like your chest, back, and arms and any other muscle, the abs are also a muscle and you should treat them as such. Looking to implement progressive overload with weighted ab exercises in the gym. And that's it. There's no secret to losing stubborn belly fat. You really just have to diet and be patient. The truth is, dieting takes time. However, the good news is if you diet over a long period of time and you're consistently losing weight week after week, you're gonna get that coveted six pack in no time. So yeah, that's gonna wrap this video up. Just to give a quick recap, basically what I did today was first I answered the age-old question of, can you actually spot reduce? And more specifically, can you target that stubborn belly fat? Next, I explained what it takes to actually lose this stubborn belly fat. And then last but not least, I gave 3 fat loss tips to implement in your own fat loss journey so that you can lose weight effortlessly. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I love hearing back from you guys. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this video up and I'll see you guys in the next one.